best, yeah.
Exactly. Let's welcome onto the field of play our next matches, which are the individual compound men bronze medal match. A big round of applause, folks, as they enter the fields.
So Brandon Hawes and Scott Bryce. Scott Bryce is a local boy. And he's been called a local boy all week.
Sick of hearing that. Queensland Archery Society. It's Mr. Scott Bryce.
So after last year, I've got to be very careful how I commentate Scott's.
And
Scott's
on target number 2, yes, representing Cressy Bowman and Archery South Australia, it's Brandon Hawes. Our judge for this match will be Mr. Mark Noonan. All right, folks, 15 arrows will determine our champion here for the bronze medal. We have 3 arrows shot, 5 times. Highest score will be our winner. Looks like Brandon Hawes
from here, from South Valley.
First on target number 2.
Or not far away, and Brandon Hawes is another from the South Australian contingent, shoots at Victor Harbour.
We have the 6th ranked archer being Brandon, shooting against
10 points, perfect score.
Scott, who is the 9th ranked archer. So again, that ranking is really doesn't seem to mean too much.
Perfect way to start for Scott Bryce.
Depending on what happens in matches beforehand.
No, it doesn't. No. So there's usually a fair way down your list. You can estimate where people are going to finish, but match play can go anywhere. Yeah. Conditions change. Some people like the wind better. Some people shoot it a particular way. Pressure gets to people.
X10.
Speaking of the wind, it's just come back.
It has.
Ten. Perfect score. 30 points to open this bronze medal match for Brandon Hawes. Nine points. 29 out of a possible 30 for the first end for Scott Bryce. 1 point lead to Brandon going into our next end.
Scott is supported by his wife, Kylie.
Yep.
As the coach.
And we've got Laura Paglis supporting Brandon Hawes in the coach's box.
It's been one of the features, I guess, of archery that I've noticed is the fact of the families that are involved in the event. Husbands, wives, fathers, and daughters, and sons, and mothers, and
Yeah, it certainly does allow for everybody to be involved. I mean, it can be a very family-orientated sport. Like Kylie and Scott obviously do both shoot.
Yes.
Kylie only recently sort of took it up, but is doing quite well in her own right.
Probably was a good opportunity to spend more time with Scott. So he spent a lot of the time shooting, so
yeah, absolutely.
Scores are up and confirmed. Brandon Hawes, 1 point lead over Scott Bryce on target number 1. He's going to kick off his second end in this bronze medal match.
Conditions to get your shooting. When sometimes you might not want to.
Yes.
Eight points. 8, potential 9. Too close to call.
Couple of 8s, both on the left-hand side of the target. And the wind changed a little bit. Bit of a change.
9 points for Scott's second arrow of this match. Eight points for Brandon's second.
So he's Scott having a little bit of a sight adjustment during that one. He's trying to shot that second one a bit high.
Yeah, I seen him turn around to Kylie and just go, is it up?
Yep.
So he's...
9 points.
Yeah, you've got a pretty good indication where it goes, but it's always nice to get that confirmation as well.
Yep.
Brandon with a 10 points.
I'm talking about Dr. Barkley for. One of his big things is
We do have an
to
interesting situation.
make your side
It could be a
adjustments.
still
So
1
don't
point lead to Brandon
just leave
Hawes,
it where
or
it
if
is.
that
If you've got
liner is
a
called
pattern that's
in,
emerging,
it
it's
might
on the
go up
left-hand
2
side of the
shout,
target,
2 points into
don't
this
just leave it
match.
there.
Yes.
Do something about it. And especially with match play, he's up for changing pretty much every arrow.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. So just for some good stats on some world class archers that have just shot whole rounds with it just slightly off centre and cost them points. Yeah. So he's very big on that adjustment.
Yeah, well, you have the tools on the equipment as far as your sight settings and your
Yep.
adjustments. You might as well use it, yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. One of the things you've got to be very careful of, especially when you get into situations of a little bit of pressure, is making sure those adjustments are the right way. Because there's a lot of people that have gone to make an adjustment and gone the wrong way and think, why is it getting worse, and done the same adjustment again. Oh, it's getting worse again. So they've moved the wrong way. Just
The one I was always taught was follow the arrow.
follow the arrow. Yeah, goes up.
All right, looks like that arrow hit the line, and we have 2 point lead now to Brandon Hawes going into this third end.
But you would be surprised how often
Scott Price shooting first on target number
goes
1.
Oh, yeah. Oh, good.
Just a reminder, this is for our bronze medal and a chance to win $300.
Start
Let's
overthinking
see who can win this one. Scott Price shooting
Taking the
first
time
on
to
target number
actually
1.
ensure you're doing the right thing.
Yeah. Well, there's certainly a lot going on in your head when you're up on the line.
Yeah. So, different people cope in different ways with all that stuff going on in their head, don't they?
10 points. I think it has caught the line. 9 points. Just out of
Maybe
10.
hear there's a bit of music going on in the background, and that's something they do at the World Cup events internationally. So something the archers have got to get used to. But when you try and do that at sort of some local club
10
events,
points. That's definitely in.
and get a bit upset about the distraction. So
It adds to the atmosphere, particularly in an event like this, that's for sure.
yeah, absolutely.
10 points.
The other thing they like to do is they
I think
like
it's
to
caught
play
the
a
line. It
heartbeat.
is also very
Oh,
close.
yes,
Try
with
and,
it, for the one arrow shoot off.
Yeah, to ramp up the adrenaline a little bit.
Yeah.
X10. Perfect score. Could be a 30. It could be a 29. Let's see what the judges said. 10 points. That could be 29 or 28 for Brandon Hawes.
Scott will be hoping that the line calls fall his
We
way.
have a time on our
Yes,
hands.
for both
Let's
of
see
them.
what the
Yeah,
judges
he's
have to
in,
say with a couple of liners on the field of play.
But we'll wait and see what the judges have to say on that one.
Yeah, that'll be all square then, I think.
Either way, it'll be nice and tight going into the next game.
And the compound trials you were talking about, have they been held here? Or are
Yes,
they
no, they're all on the same venue, so we'll set up the field again for the qualifications tomorrow. There won't be obviously as many archers as we've had earlier in the week, but there'll be the men's and women's compounders here for the trial.
So we'll leave the finals field here, so
Yes, that'd be nice, wouldn't it?
You guys can pack it up.
Okay, so that way. Yeah. No, we talked about doing some things like this at even the sort of local club level to try and give you a better indication of what you might be looking at overseas.
Yeah.
So archers are used to the format, used to the venue type layout,
Used to the cameras.
used to the cameras. Yeah. Well, my
All
first
right, we have a game in
international
our
way
hands.
was
This is 1 point lead now
back in
to Mr. Hawes on
2017,
target
was
number
on
2.
target with
Scotty
Stephen
Price
Hansen.
will still
He
shoot
was
first.
at his
Moving
peak.
into this
And
crucial end.
shooting on, I was the middle of the target, I think it was, and they decided that they wanted to film Stefan, so they stuck a camera in front of our target. So we got filmed for the whole thing. So that was my first international experience.
Have you kept a recording of that somewhere, or what?
Yeah, it's actually more I think they'll focus more on Stefan.
Of
So
course,
my head
yes.
sort of bobs
Yeah.
into the picture every now and then, and that was. I think it's still on YouTube. Stefan Hansen's 72 arrow end.
I'm going looking.
Yeah.
So looks like only one of the
9
calls went
points.
Scott's
Scott
way.
Price's first arrow of this end. 10 points. 10 points. Ten points. Perfect score. X.
See that lovely shadow on the target down there?
Yeah, it looks like a good group, doesn't it?
Yeah.
It's, the shadow makes it look that way, but it's not quite tight.
X10, 10. Perfect score. So it looks like we'll go back to a 2-point lead with 1 end to go with this bronze medal match.
We're in bright sunlight here, it's beautiful, but this finals area will be in shadow in the afternoon when the sun goes over. And those lighting conditions can change the way you see the target.
Yep.
Can change your sight settings.
So there'll be a stage where the practice field will be in sunshine, but the finals field will be in shade.
Yeah, correct.
Okay.
Yep. And that can really affect you.
So the difference in the match might really come down to who most quickly adjusts to that.
Yeah, absolutely.
I remember actually I was managing a youth team in Yankton for the Youth Worlds many moons ago. That's probably 2015, wasn't that long ago. But the finals field was set up in a different direction to the practice field.
Wow.
And,
Scores are up and confirmed. We have a 2-point lead to Brandon Hawes with 3 hours to go in this match.
Particularly with left-hand archers.
Mr. Scotty Bryce shooting first on target number 1 in this final end.
And so there are, I guess, ways you can also pick up on that sort of thing by watching previous matches rather than just focusing on your own.
Yeah. Well, as we saw that last year, sort of coming off practice field, coming down here, there was quite a variation. Yep. But as a left-hand archer myself, I sort of know that some venues are set up predominantly for right-handers, and you get the sun in your eyes and at certain times of the day. Actually, this one's not bad for left-handers because the sun's on the right-hand side.
Well, truth be known, if the field's set up correctly, it should be facing south. Should be facing
south. Yeah. That's not always the case. Yeah.
10 points. Perfect score.
What are you trying to suggest?
Lead, 2 hours
depends on the management committee and if they're all right-handers or not?
No. Sometimes you don't have the option with the land you've got. You get what you get. Unfortunately, you can try and set it up.
10 points. I think it's caught the line.
Yeah, I know at our home club, sort of a couple of hours in the morning are very, very difficult to shoot as that sun's still low, but it's right in my eyes. So
9 points. We have a 1-point gain. 1 hour to go.
Yeah. Okay, so here we go. Getting to the pointy end.
Yep. So the scores are tied.
9 points.
So 1 point apart.
9 to win this.
And Brandon was 2 points in front coming into this last end.
10 points. 29 out of a possible 30.
He takes the bronze back. Yep.
Let's make sure the judges can check that over, but it does look like we have our bronze medalist.
Well, it's nice of Scott to share the love around a bit. I think he's won this last year. I think he had his time in the spotlight.
Yep.
But Scott, a very accomplished archer as well. He's
both archers receiving extra support from their coaches behind the line, choosing their partners.
These people have been overseas for the World Cups. Both very strong archers. Yep.
Confirmation from the judges. Here we go.
It's confirmed. Mr. Brandon Hawes is our bronze medalist for the 2023 championships. He backs up his gold from last year with the bronze this year. Congratulations, gentlemen. Big round of applause to Mr. Scott Bryce, our 4th place winner. Once our field is set, we're going to bring on our next match.